We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP. Well, that was not what you would call straight-line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And Mahomes is going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision time. Opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I move the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start drawing 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sione Takitaki, the motion as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Strong. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Strong. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Operating from the gun. Strong. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Jones running left. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
York able to send this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll complete this one to Watson. Finding room at midfield. And he's got some space. And now the rookie's free. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Strong. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Yellow. Easy. Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go in the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down.
No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Off play action. Strong. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Off the play fake. Strong. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Here the offensive.
Touchdown, Vikings! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yellow. 57.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes on the move to his left.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
He finds Watson complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On target to his man, Likely.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their...
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Off play action. Strong. Rolling to his left. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. He finds Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. It's brought in by Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Strong. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Right side to Watson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Spinning past him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
From the 41, Mahomes
throwing left side, and Watson has it. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Giants!
Christian Watson.
41 yards.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Giants 42, Vikings 17.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Strong. He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off the play fake. Strong.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
York on now for the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that